Hey, what's going on guys? This is Justin at WinkSound.com. In this video, I'll show you Toontrack's new software. It's called Beatstation. You guys should check it out. And I'll show you how to utilize the sample recorder inside Beatstation. I'll show you how to set it up, make sure all your audio is coming in so you can record those samples. Once they're recorded, clean them up, and then utilize them within Beatstation's pads. And don't forget to follow WinkSound on Facebook and Twitter to keep up to date with the latest releases from WinkSound Studios.
To make sure all the connections and the incoming audio is correct, you want to go to the audio drop-down menu, audio device, and if you're using an interface, make sure that's selected. So again, Beatstation knows where the inputs and outputs are coming from. And what's really cool is you could use the built-in inputs and the built-in microphone, if you're on a laptop or something like that, and you could travel with Beatstation anywhere in the world, any place, open up the sample recorder and record some samples anywhere, wherever you're at. Really, really cool aspect. So again, go back into the audio drop-down menu, choose audio in channels, and again, choose accordingly so Beatstation knows where that incoming audio is coming from. So to check if that incoming audio is, all set up correctly and all that stuff, you want to go to the sample recorder. And as you can see, the incoming levels are jumping up as I'm talking. So, I know Beatstation recognizes the incoming audio and I'm ready to go to record my samples. So I'll give you guys a quick overview of the sample recorder. You got your transport controls here, record, play, stop, and loop. And then you have Playhead, and the Playhead is basically this yellow marker here. And that yellow marker, wherever it is in time, it'll show you the timing where it says Playhead. And when you hit playback, it'll play from that yellow marker. So underneath it you have length, and this will basically show you the length of your sample or the length of the selection that you make of that sample, which I'll get into how to make those selections in a moment, but that'll show you the length. So again, going back to the incoming levels, jumping up, you have a little slider here so you could adjust the incoming audio so you're not clipping or causing any kind of distortion. You also have some zooming in and out controls, and those are really cool. I'll get into those in a second. You have normalized, so once you've recorded that sound, you can normalize it, you could erase it and start over. And then you also have a little box for gain. So if you know the gain level that you want to record at, just type it in there. That's really cool because you could also avoid, clipping and distortion if you know the right levels that you want to record at. So let's get into actually recording a sound. I'm going to do kind of a beatbox kick here. So all you got to do is hit record and then stop when you're finished. All right, it takes a little bit, it takes a second, but there's my sound and I'll play it back for you. So I want to edit out that breath and, all that other extra stuff that I don't need. So that's where the zooming in comes into play. So you could zoom in real close into the waveform and, make precise selections. So here's how you make those selections. It's these triangles that are up top here. So you got to do is click on them, drag them, these markers, and, make your selection. So, I take out that breath and any other thing that happened, after the sound was recorded, any kind of decays or any weird stuff going on, I could edit all those out. And then the other thing I want to show you is these little blue markers that you see here. They also have a little triangle at the top. And as obviously you could see, it says drag to set fade out. So you could set any fade outs or, fade ins and things like that. I'm just going to do a fade out just to have the decay very natural. I'll play it for you. All right. So once you've, made your selection, you've done your fades, you're happy with what you got. In order to use it in Beatstation, it's really, really simple. Just click on that selection and then drag it onto one of the pads. And now you're ready to use it. Really, really simple. And the workflow is really, really fast. Really cool to get down quick ideas, working fast. Like I said, awesome stuff. So once you're finished that, don't be afraid to erase it because you've already dragged it onto a pad, so it's going to stay there. And now you're ready to record another sound. So I'm going to do kind of a lead sound. It's probably going to sound really cheesy, but I'll do it anyways. Okay, play it for you. So really cheesy, but it'll work for now. Okay, so again, just click and drag it, and I'm going to drag it onto the lead sound. And, if you know the key in which that sample is in, make your choice there. I'm going to leave it in C and hit OK. All right, you get the idea there. So now, you know, I got like a little MIDI groove up here, and I'll play it for you with the sounds that I've recorded. There's that kick. I also recorded a bass, a closed hi-hat, a snare with kind of a reverb, and a hand clap. All right, I'll play it for you now. Sounds a little bit cartoony and stuff, but you know, the possibilities with recording your own samples and editing them and doing all that kind of stuff is extremely fast. You get results really quick, very simple. You don't have to think about too many things. You get your ideas down, and you know, you kind of get instant gratification because you could see how they're going to react within, you know, with bass and leads and things like that. Really, really cool stuff. I'm definitely going to be using this sampler a lot on the road when I'm running around and, you know, recording weird things here and there.
Check out WinkSound on the iTunes Store to subscribe to the podcast, listen to some music, and download the free iPhone app that will keep you up to date with all of the latest releases from WinkSound Studios. Just search for WinkSound at the iTunes Store.